and welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. Welcome to my beautiful returning subscribers. As always, you guys are amazing. Thank you guys so much for your beautiful comments. Thank you so much for subscribing, and a special big thank you to everyone who has subscribed since the very beginning. I really appreciate your constant friendship. I really appreciate your presence here on my channel. And if you have stumbled across this channel for the very first time, we want to welcome you here with open arms. Please join us, subscribe to the channel, drop your comment below any of my readings this month for a chance to win a free video reading from me. I offer this as an opportunity to thank my subscribers for their help, their support in this creative pursuit that I'm trying to put together here. I'm trying to create a space for people to come and feel accepted and feel like they can bring forward any question to spirit without judgment. And so I really appreciate your help in helping me create that space. So please be sure to drop your comment below if you're interested in winning a free tarot reading with me. You can also check out my links below as well for Etsy, for a personal reading if you feel called to, or for Instagram, because on Instagram I do offer a chance to win a free mini read on occasion, so be sure to check me out over there as well. But welcome to the Tarot Cottage. For today's pick a card topic, we're looking at your true soulmate. So we're looking at all the details about your true soulmate and when are they coming. Are you going to meet them soon? We have 3 piles to choose from today. Pile number 1 with the yin card and the lapis lazuli stone. Pile number 2 with the red agate, I believe, and the soulmate card, and pile number 3 with the pink quartz and the yang card. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there may be a message waiting today. I'm going to jump right into pile number 1. Again, today we're looking at all about your true soulmate and when will you meet them. Are you going to meet them soon? Pile 1. Hello, pile number 1. You were drawn to the the blue lapis lazuli and the yin card, and this is your reading. This is details about your true soulmate and when will you meet this person. Are you going to meet them soon? What I love about this card, the choice that you made was excellent, because the yin card is all about gracious receptivity. It's all about you taking sort of your space in the divine feminine position, about allowing somebody who pursues you, somebody who fills up your cup. There's something so beautiful about the message in this card. This is from the Wisdom of the Oracle. And it talks about a relationship where others will take the lead. And maybe you've been in a period of your life where you've had to step into divine masculine energy in order to survive. You know, like we all have to do what we have to do to protect ourselves, to keep ourselves safe. But with this connection, this person, it's like this cup is just waiting to be filled up. And it's this beautiful, huge chalice of the divine feminine, and how this person is going to fill up your cup. Your power will lie in small gestures, soft awareness, and conscious surrender. Permit others to tell you who they are and who they can be to you by allowing their actions to speak about them. You will be pleasantly surprised. And so this is kind of a warning. I don't want to use the word like warning, but this is also advice from your guides about softening your heart to love, to allow this person to come in and fill up your cup. Because I do get a sense of like a bit of a blockage around your heart, or a bit of a fear of allowing someone in, because if we're vulnerable, what if we get hurt? But that's the true essence of humanity. Just like Brene Brown says, the very essence of humanity is vulnerability. And there's something beautiful about your true soulmate that's going to allow you to experience that, allow you to really step into the true divine feminine energy that you deserve to be sitting in as well. So that's wonderful. Let's take a look here and see all about your true soulmate, pile 1, and then we're going to look at the end about when you're going to meet this person, if you're going to meet them soon. Some of that might come in before the end of the reading, but we shall see. So what can you tell me about this person, please? We have the 2 of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups reversed. I feel like this Knight of Cups reversed is almost referencing you, and this feeling of it's not realistic for me to hope for something positive in this reading. It's like you could be coming from a really negative mindset when it comes to what you're expecting in the unknown because of what you've experienced in the past. But that's what I love about this person. This person coming forward for you, your true soulmate, is going to help to restore that balance and help you to build this solid tower. It's going to help you to feel like everything that you went through wasn't for naught and didn't go to waste, because they're going to help to reestablish a balance. And this is going to take time as well. I feel like this person is willing to put in the investment. They're very generous with you. They're very generous with your heart space because you need it. Like, you need that generosity. But you also, Spirit says, you need to let them allow You need to allow them to be generous with you, because you might be the type who's very independent and who doesn't want to let people in because you're afraid of having the rug pulled out from underneath you in some way. It's like, if I put all of my eggs in one basket, I always get disappointed. But in this case, Spirit says, no, this is someone who's going to hold you down. This is someone who is going to be able to help you see above that emotional experience that you've come from. There's a lot of intelligence with this person. You could be a Gemini. This person could be a Gemini. I will say that this is the type of person that Spirit says they're a little bit of a tire kicker when it comes to making decisions. Like when it comes to purchases, this person's the type of a tire kicker. They just take their time, and that's smart. Like they're very logical, and they help to apply logic to situations that perhaps would emotionally overwhelm. Like they help to provide you with a different perspective when you're feeling emotionally overwhelmed. They help to bring you back down to ground. There's a lot of trust in this relationship. You put a lot of trust into this person. It's like, and they earn it. This person earns your trust. And this does feel like the type of relationship that lasts for a long time. You know those old couples that you see and you hear their story and it's just such a sweet story and they look at each other with such beautiful energy? That's the energy that I'm feeling. There's just something so traditional about this person, and that's why they feel like it's almost their responsibility to take care of you. It's almost their responsibility to make sure that you don't have to worry about certain things. There's a definite sense of motherhood coming in here for someone. So if that is a goal for you, when it comes to your soulmate relationship, that will be fulfilled for you, because there's fertility with the Queen of Pentacles. But most importantly is this Queen, this Empress feels secure. You feel safe here. This person is reliable. If they say they're going to pick you up at 5, they're there at 10 too. They are reliable. And for someone watching, I almost feel like this person will be encouraging you to stay home if you choose to. If you want to stay home with children, for instance, and raise a family, that will be something that will be provided for. Because it's almost like this is your reward for everything that you've gone through. That's what it feels like. And that's what you're going to look at your person like. It's like, this is my reward for putting up with so much crap in the past. Because Spirit's talking about this upgrade and you've been waiting for it. And sometimes when we're watching a pot, it never boils and we get so frustrated, we assume it's never going to boil and we unplug it. And so Spirit says, don't watch the pot, because the patience will be rewarded. And this is speaking to the timeline when your person's going to be coming in. They're also talking about a lot of the fruit that you're going to reap as you sow seeds in this connection. So I do feel like there could be children in the future, again, if that's one of your goals. We have Justice on the back of the deck, Libra energy. And here's the Two of Swords in the reversal with the King of Cups. There is an indecisiveness that comes in from your person. We have the King of Cups though, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio for someone, but most importantly, sometimes this person will purposefully turn their back on their own emotion. They don't like to face their own emotion. They're kind of a traditionalist when it comes to roles, when it comes to divine feminine versus divine masculine roles, and they don't feel comfortable bringing their feelings to the surface. Not because they don't have any, but because they've never been provided a space there before. So they do keep their feelings to themselves, especially in the beginning of your relationship. Now, this could be where you come in as a beautiful asset, where we're creating balance. So once they restore balance for you, you help to restore any emotional deficits or imbalances that they may experience that help to contribute to a lack of, I don't want to say a lack of honesty, because they're a very reliable person. It's just that they have a lot of emotions that they allow to churn instead of expressing, and that can just lead to outbursts, and Spirit says that that's not necessary. So, but I don't even feel like there's a temper on this person. Like, I don't even feel a temper. But we don't want our masculine energy to sit in waves of emotion. We want them to express them out so that they can experience abundance just as much as we're experiencing abundance. We have the King of Swords, or Knight of Swords, I'm sorry. This person tries to tell jokes. They try to, it's like dad jokes, corny jokes, Spirit says. Sometimes when they think that they're being funny, they're going to be sticking their foot in their mouth too. So there's going to be a calibration or recalibration process when you're learning about each other. But what I really see is a beautiful, happy home. And, you know, we're presenting the divine masculine as like the savior here, but the truth is this is a collaboration. This is the two of you moving towards victory together. You're very mirrored in some of your insecurities and some of the fears that you have. It's just like there's an overcompensation from the divine masculine to correct your imbalances first, because it's almost like they see it as their job. They see it as like, this is their position, this is their job. There's the Hierophant, Taurus energy. Libra, very strong in this pile actually though. Very strong Libra energy. There will be physical commitments with this person. They are not afraid of commitment. And when it comes to like the slow moving energy of tire kicking, it's not necessarily in the relationship department. It's just with purchases. It's with big decisions like that, but not when it comes to you. We have the Magician. Also looking here at the Ten of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. And that's what they're really talking about, communication. And they're talking about, first of all, empowerment being returned to the divine feminine, which is beautiful. Her reestablishing, shedding unnecessary burdens and reestablishing herself in a secure position. And this is also speaking to new emotional starts for you too, not just physically speaking, but just new emotional perspectives overall against those old burdens as well. So you're calling your energy back, which is a very positive thing in this situation. They're also talking about financial abundance. This person works really hard in sort of a traditional career of some kind. We have the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles. There's something about, I don't know if it's transportation. For someone watching, this person could work in some type of transportation realm. This could be goods and services, but some sort of transportation realm. But please take that as it resonates. That's not for everyone. We have the Eight of Swords and we have the World. So in this very moment, the divine feminine may not be feeling very confident that change is coming, or that her person could be so different from the past experiences that you've had. But this is all about the thoughts, the mind prison that we may be sitting from and operating from in this present moment, because Spirit's asking us to step outside of our comfort zone in order to allow this change. They're saying victory will be yours. And if you're going through a period of depression or anxiety or fear in this present moment, this is temporary. Spirit wants you to know that that cycle is going to be closing out soon. For someone watching, this could be a internet connection that opens up first, but they're saying that this person will be the pursuer of the divine feminine. So it's like you just have to sit back and let this person fill your cup up. It's like they're going to be attracted enough to you that they're going to pursue hard. Now let's get an indication here of some more qualities of your person. And then we're going to try to get a time frame to see how long we're going to be waiting with the Seven of Pentacles. But what I also love about the Seven of Pentacles is that it's not just about weight. It's about investment. It's about the two of you investing in abundance together. So there could be financial investments, for instance, but also it's about upgrades for you. Financially, but also emotionally. What can you tell me about their true soulmate, please, for pile one? Details of their true soulmate. News of a birth or business opportunity. It says here obstacles to overcome, but that's okay. There's peaks and valleys in every experience, and it's designed that way. But there will be perhaps children, so please take that as it resonates. Can you tell me about this person, their true soulmate, please? We have stubbornness, a stubborn person. And I just saw doing something risky in the reverse, but this is not necessarily a risk taker in that sense. The biggest risk that they'll take is perhaps a financial investment that they make with you. We have compliments from an admirer. So someone who is very traditional, they're going to bring flowers, they're going to be very complimentary. This is someone who calls you beautiful every day. Like that's their nickname for you. It's some sort of term of endearment. It's beautiful or gorgeous or something like that. You deserve the accolade. We have affairs with your family, and we do have yoke, feeling tied down and frustrated. This is the type of person that will go to your family's house for Christmas or will go, but I feel like there's a frustration that exists within in-law energy. But they hide it well. Again, they suppress their true emotions. So they're willing to kind of put the leg work in that you want them to. We also have September being very significant. So there could be Virgo energy here. Can you tell me, please, about their true soulmate for pile number 1? We have here, slow and steady wins the race, the turtle spirit. I love that because there's an emphasis on the patience and how it's assuring us success. There's a certain amount of surrender. Again, you're surrendering something with the divine feminine energy. You're surrendering to this new relationship. You're allowing your cup to be filled up. And so Spirit just wants you to let go of the outcomes and surrender to that opportunity in the present moment here. And back of the deck says, Canary, sing your own song. Number 12, the Hanged Man. I think of the Hanged Man with number 12. And they just want you to surrender to what's going to be revealed to you because more is coming. So if you're starting from the Eight of Swords, if you're starting from this Knight of Cups reverse, thinking it's unrealistic or illogical to hope for change, Spirit says just wait and see. Just wait and see what they have to be revealing to you. So let's ask about the time frame for you. Now, because I'm dealing with collective energy, it's very important to remember that to take the messages as they resonate with you and leave behind those that do not feel right. So will they meet their soulmate soon, please, Spirit? For pile number 1. There's the Eight of Swords. The Seven of Swords. The Page of Pentacles. Back of the deck is the Six of Wands. You're going to have to pump up your confidence now because Spirit says this person is going to arrive within your experience within the next 12 months, within the next year. This could be for someone watching as little as 3 months, but I do feel like it could come in the tail end of that. And they don't want you to focus upon that delay. They want you to focus on getting yourself prepared by shifting your frequency to one of lack, to one of more of abundance, to prepare yourself, because we attract what we are, and we want to attract all the abundance that this divine feminine energy deserves. So in as little as a year, this person is going to make an introduction into your experience in some way, and there could be an emphasis on communication starting out that process. And they're coming in with confidence, like they're coming in with a lot of confidence. So it's like, even if you're not feeling 100% confident at that opportunity, Spirit says that they're still going to fill up that cup and give you some of the confidence that you're missing out on. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 1. All about your soulmate and the bowl today, please, Spirit. For pile number 1, those drawn. They want you to understand that this person is not going to necessarily match all of your... It's like they're going to be a little bit different from past people that you've experienced. We have the Nine of Swords, we have the Page of Cups reversed, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. Feeling like you've been really independent for a while, not really trusting intuition, not really trusting in your guide's message today. And that's okay, because they're here to support you, and they're just here to give you some information that you can take or leave as you choose, as you will. But you're coming from a really strong independent cycle, and I feel like it scares you a lot to move into something more collaborative, because that's not something that makes you feel safe. But Spirit is talking about this new emotional start for you that's going to help compete with some of that overthinking and anxiety that fills you up. We have the letter K. We have the letter E. We have he as well in the bowl. And we have good luck on your side with endurance with the elephant. We have made with a smile, the sun, and we have the stethoscope. There could be a hospital nursing connection. Also blockages in the heart chakra, but we also have baby feet, so children. Yin yang, and you were drawn to yin. We have looking at things from a higher perspective with the key with the wings, and unlocking our own prison of our mind with a perception from above. So it's like unlocking our emotions that's keeping us trapped here by looking at things from a higher perspective. Regarding situations, themes, and relationships that put you in that mindset. We also have love and beloved. I think of my name, Amy, when I see the word beloved, so please take that as it resonates. We also have here a commandment from the Bible that says, thou shalt not commit adultery. And this person is very, very loyal. It's like they could even be religious perhaps, or they have like a belief system that definitely speaks to the 10 Commandments and not really stepping outside of those expectations. All right, pile 1, that's what I have for you today. Hope it resonates. If it does, drop your comment below for a chance to win a free reading with me. Be sure to hit your notification bell if you do so. I do offer private readings through my Etsy account, and that link is below as well. But I hope that you come and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 2. You were drawn to the red stone or to the soulmate card, and this is your reading. Who is your soulmate? All about your true soulmate, and when are you going to meet this person? Are you going to meet your person soon? Now, this soulmate connection is talking about a connection that's going to change you forever. You're going to grow together. You're going to evolve together. There's loyalty, and it's permanent love. Spirit says that you're going to mate for life, so to speak, because the Emperor Penguins do just that. There's a very strong fatherhood component to the Divine Masculine here. As one half of this soulmate connection. And there's an emphasis on that. There's like an emphasis on this person really prioritizing children or really prioritizing the care of children. So they may perhaps work with children, or they're just going to be like a really active participant in any family that you may raise together, because there's the Emperor Penguin is the male Emperor Penguin is the one that incubates the egg, while the female goes off and hunts for months. For months, she's out feeding her face and he's there looking after the baby. So there's an emphasis on that. So even perhaps stay-at-home fatherhood energy for someone watching, or perhaps even, again, they could work with children, or maybe they're bringing a child into the connection. But there's just a lot of, empathy, and there's a lot of vulnerability associated with this Divine Masculine because of that aspect of children. And I feel like, again, mating for life here. There will be obstacles built into your experience because it's designed that way, because the soulmate energy helps to pull our truths out of us. It helps us to evolve as better people. This is the type of connection where in the past, if you would have sort of applied negative aspects to arguments or negative aspects to conflict, you're going to want to try harder. You're going to want to step outside of your own shoes, your own physical shoes, to see it from their perspective, and mutually, this is going to be a back and forth street, because you're both going to care so much about the value of the connection overall, because there's a lot to be valued and there's a lot to gain. This is the person that you're going to fight through everything with. It's like in the past, if you would have given up, not with this person, and they won't give up on you either. So there's something just really beautiful about this that expands. It's going to change you both for years to come and forever, Spirit says. So let's take a look here and see what we can find out about your true soulmate. For pile number 2, please. What can you tell me about this person? This relationship is going to empower you, Spirit just said. It's the key almost to empowerment. And I really feel like the Divine Feminine has a huge impact on this Divine Masculine to help them evolve to this beautiful aspect of themselves that they can be. It's like you are the key to that for them. We have the 2 of Swords. We have the Strength, Leo energy. All about your true soulmate, please, for pile number 2. We have the 6 of Swords and the Hanged Man. Now, the 6 of Swords is talking about transitions into clarity during periods of turbulence. And so there are going to be moments when you do hit turbulence together. The 7 of Wands. But this person doesn't give up. Like, they don't give up. Especially, they say that in some aspects, the Divine Feminine may be the one who sometimes turns her back on her true emotion, will maybe sometimes play silent treatment, for instance, and this person does not give up. This is the type of person that if you argue and you break apart in the argument, they'll come chasing you. Like, they will find you in the house and they will be like, we need to talk about this. We have the Fountain. I love the Fountain card too as well, because it's like the Judgment energy of brand new opportunities. It's like a fresh beginning. It's like being risen from the dead and being able to have a fresh start, a fresh slate, with nobody holding anything over your head. Nobody holding anything above you that could make you fall back in guilt or make you have to look backwards. It's like there's something about new beginnings and fresh perspectives here, and permanent change. There is the 10 of Cups, and there is the 3 of Cups. There's so much abundance to be expected in the future of your connection with this person. The 10 of Cups is so much fulfillment. It's like us climbing this ladder to get to that fulfillment, though, the work that we're going to have to do together. And there's a deep friendship that exists here. So this is going to be your best friend. And I feel like they really make you laugh. And that's the way that they help to ease arguments, or they help to move into more clarity during arguments, is they make you laugh. They'll say something stupid, they'll say something ridiculous to make you laugh, to break through, because I feel the Divine Feminine energy could be more towards the Leo energy. This person could be a water sign actually coming through. but they really make you laugh. And I feel like that's like a key to your relationship too. A key to a lot of arguments. It's like we always go back to friendship. We always go back to laughter. And there's so many reasons to celebrate, because I do feel a really strong emphasis on family and all of your abundance goals coming true. So whatever that looks like to you, that may not be children for everyone, and that's okay. But if it is, that's what I see. Just so many reasons to celebrate with each other. This person could be an air sign, an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, but they're really intelligent. They're really smart. I feel like there is a little bit of, I feel like there could have been like a trigger issue with this person in the past when they were young. Like they could have a bit of a temper, but it's through this connection and through children as well that they become a different version of themselves, because it's important that they do. Like this connection helps the two of you grow, because it's important that you do, so that the other person can benefit from that growth. And then ultimately you benefit from the growth together. There's also a lot of honesty that the two of you work towards. It's like you aren't 100% honest in the beginning of your connection, but as you live and love and fight and make up, there's honesty that comes through, that we surrender to. And it does feel like, and this was sort of a similar message that came in from pile 1, that the divine feminine has a hard time surrendering to sort of the support system of the divine masculine. We have the 8 of Swords. And they're combining it to make the 10 of Swords, because they're talking about our expectations not necessarily coming true when it comes to negative expectations, when it comes to limitations and fears. That's not going to happen for you. So if you have this negative expectation of what to expect in the unknown, Spirit says you're filling the infinite possibilities of the unknown with finite possibilities that come from your experiences. And that's doing yourself a disservice. We have the Queen of Swords, but this connection helps to build strength and discernment over those old emotional attachments that would sometimes threaten to kind of block off your heart space. Because in the past, perhaps the divine feminine, again, would resort to silent treatment or during arguments, or if she felt like her feelings were hurt. It's like, I'm just going to give you the silent treatment. I'm going to react the same way you reacted to me. I'm going to close off my cycle. I'm going to put up a firm wall in front of us so that we can't communicate. But it's through this connection that helps you to apply a new force, helps you to speak more honestly and openly. And that, I feel like, takes a lot. I feel like it's hard for you to be open and honest in that way and direct. We have the 10 of Swords. Because your expectations aren't met in a beautiful way. That's what Spirit's saying, in a beautiful way. Because there's a huge fear factor coming in here, and it could be Scorpio energy, but a huge fear factor coming in from the divine feminine about what to expect moving forward in this connection. Because there's a sense of like when things are going really, really well, you perhaps worry about loss a lot. It's like when you think about gratitude, first you can feel the gratitude, but then all of a sudden in your heart space, you're like, okay, I feel grateful for this. I love my family. I love my children. But what if I lose them? It's like, and this helps to provide stability, so it alleviates some of that worry and insecurity. But it's also going to challenge you in the same way, because as you invest emotionally, your fear factor could well up a little bit. This fear coming from the ego of like, well, don't embrace it too much. What if you lose it? And Spirit says, don't be concerned about that. Live in the moment. Abundance is what you can expect. You may be expecting the worst, but abundance is what you can expect, Spirit says. For someone watching, this could start in a sense of like a long distance relationship, and that could be a challenge at the beginning of your connection, but we're going to overcome that. It's almost like a downhill journey, Spirit says. It's not as big of a mountain as we'll make it out to be in the present when that occurs. A slight distance between the two of you, because I feel like there could be even just slight travel to achieve, to jumpstart the relationship. But it's going to be worth the effort that you put in, because Spirit says, wait and watch about what we're going to reveal to you. This is not somebody from your past. They want you to look forward, because there could be this decision or this belief system that's holding you in place about waiting turning your back on new opportunities because you're waiting for something to come around. And that's why Spirit says eliminate your expectation of what's going to happen, because it's not someone from your past. It's new energy coming in for you. We have the Hermit. We also have the Ten of Cups. Virgo energy. This person is very quiet. I feel like they could be very kind of quiet in nature. They make you laugh, but I feel like they're kind of quiet in nature. And the Hermit is a planner. So this person makes very solid plans. They write lists. They're the type of person that if you guys go on vacation, they have the passports. They have everything planned out. They're just really organized in that way. But again, Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups. Abundance, family. Not just financial abundance, but abundance emotionally overall as well. Can you tell me, please, about this soulmate, please? Secret admirer. The vase. Secret admirer. So it could be that this person, there could even be an online aspect here as well, that this person sees you before they act, because they make a plan. They're a planner. As I said, the Hermit takes careful, calculated steps towards their goals, and there's solid sort of foundations and success when we are applying that type of force. We have deep personal strength and peace that assures success. And Dusk, pay attention to your work. So for someone watching, the secret admirer could come from your work realm. I also feel like this person is very focused and a very hard worker, as I said. I just lost one on the floor. Rainbow, the most difficult part of your situation is over. The full spectrum. They're talking about the wait being over for you when it comes to change, and how permanent change could actually be upon you faster than you realize. So we're going to look into the timing at the end of this reading. But they're also speaking about our focus towards getting to abundance, especially when it comes to children. For someone watching, we could have an experience where we experience a loss, like a loss. And your guides are going to be there rallying around you in support at that time. But they also want you to know that you're not going to miss out forever. That this rainbow energy, you have pots of gold that are waiting for you. Affairs with your family, the Tree of Life. And so I do see a family unit coming in for you, pile 2. And again, the Ten of Cups encompasses your emotional goals. If children aren't desired, then Spirit says that just won't be a part of your emotional abundance. But if it is, that's definitely encompassed in the Ten of Cups. We have April being significant. I think of Sagittarius energy moving into Taurus. So please take that as it resonates. So February, Pisces, September, Virgo. Back of the deck says, boot, increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Now, there is something about putting in an effort. In pile 1, they were talking about the divine feminine sort of just being this receptacle for change. But for you, pile 2, you may have to push yourself out of your comfort zone and rely on your strength to be able to really take a chance here. And pushing yourself out of your comfort zone may mean not looking backwards and really focusing on present opportunities. There could be some sort of opportunity again in the workplace for someone watching as well, but that's not for everyone. What to expect, please, from your soulmate. All about your true soulmate. For pile number 2. We have here time to heal, number 55. The snake spirit. And that's why for you, pile 2, I feel like they're emphasizing the Ten of Swords in the center, the Ten of Swords on the end of your reading, because they're encouraging you to release an old cycle. That it's time to heal, and this new pathway with your soulmate will help you to do that, will help you to evolve to a higher perspective over those old attachments and help you to heal from those old attachments. And overcome any obstacle, number 5. I love that. There's so many lessons waiting for you here. 555, so many lessons waiting for you with this connection, but positive lessons of growth and abundance. Life is speeding up. The worst is behind you when it comes to waiting for this person. So let's take a look and see what Spirit has to say about when this person's going to come forward. So will you meet your soulmate soon? For pile number 2, please. Ten of Pentacles. spiritual love. I just heard spiritual love. 3 of Wands. I feel like this person's already aware of you. Like, I feel like you already, again, it's not someone from your past that you're holding on to, but it's someone currently who is already a secret admirer, and they just want a fair shot. Like, they already just want a fair shot. For someone watching, I feel like this person could be coming forward very, very soon. The Page of Cups is popping up out of the blue. There's some sort of connection, perhaps, again, to environments within the workplace, within school, perhaps as well. But there's something so reliable about this person. Spirit says that they just want a fair shot. So maybe it's not even someone that you would have considered, perhaps, because your focus has been so acutely on someone else in the past. But Spirit says give this person a fair shake, because you may be very surprised at the lessons that could be catapulted because of that experience. And I feel like there could be an emphasis even on just 3 months, 3 weeks. There's an emphasis on threes here. So Spirit says that movement in this connection towards your soulmate, introductions, the beginnings, I should say, could be within the next couple of months as well. And for someone within the next 12 months, so the minimum amount of time is 1 to 3 months, maybe even weeks for someone, and then 1 to 12 months for the rest of the collective. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 2, all about your soulmate. For pile number 2. Oh, that's a lot. We have the 10 of Pentacles, we have the 5 of Swords, the Temperance, the King of Cups, and the Star energy. Now, the King of Cups, again, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Aquarius in the bowl. And the Temperance is talking about finding joy in the journey as well, and finding a balance within the journey that you're going to experience with this person. The 10 of Pentacles is financial security. Financial security for someone watching, and this is not a message for everyone, but you'll know that it's for you when this opportunity opens up for you. For one person watching specifically, this person could be divorced, or you could be divorced, moving into a new timeline. Whoops. I'm losing it there. We have the feel. We also have the black shoe. The 10 of Swords has been a theme in your reading, pile 2. So the black shoe is for the divine feminine and mourning. Mourning has had its time. Spirit says we have to turn the corner now. It's time for us to turn the chapter away from mourning. And that's, releasing relationships. If you're actually in a state of mourning, Spirit says there's no rush, of course. We have hammer, persistence, working on it. I think of the work realm. We do have the Hanged Man with Jesus on the cross reversed. And so they don't want you to self-sabotage anything because of old attachments. That's very important. So they say that if you still are holding on to some old attachments, they really want you to purge them, to feel them, to release them, hold witness for them, so that you can allow yourself to move into a new timeline. We have angels watching over us, made with love. I think of little babies and children. We have direction. You have nowhere to go but up, Spirit says, and they want you to surrender to this new attraction. Surrender to the divine masculine in this case. Pile 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates with you. If it did, drop your comment below for a chance to win a free reading with me. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to. And if you go to my Etsy shop and it's empty, it's just because I've sold out for the day. It tends to sell out quickly, so be sure to check back. I do post weekdays at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I hope that you come back and visit me at another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 3. You were drawn to the pink quartz, or to the Yang card, and this is your reading all about your future soulmate. And have you met this person? Are you going to meet them soon? We're going to be looking into that question as well. But first, we're going to start with all about your true soulmate. And you were attracted to the Yang card, and this is the divine masculine energy. It's a spark energy between the two of you. It does indicate here that if you are the divine feminine watching this reading, that you may have to be the person that steps outside of her comfort zone in order to create change, to initiate or to fuel the spark. If you're the divine masculine, the exact same message. You may have to be the one that has to spark change. But there's going to be an extreme amount of attraction between the two of you. It's almost going to like light up the sky almost between the two of you. There could even be this moment of recognition when you first speak, or when it's like just even a grazing touch could send some sort of spark inside of you. So an internal recognition between the two of you, which is very exciting. So let's take a look here and see all about your future soulmate. So the attraction will be real. And Spirit says that if you're the divine feminine and you have to take action and you have a problem with that, Spirit says it's a temporary problem because you're just going to have to start the process. They're going to get the ball rolling after that. There's like a momentum of like a snowball effect happening because of the initial spark or the initial fuse that you light. Just saw the Hierophant. All about your true soulmate, please, for pile number, fire, King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. I have a very strong emphasis on Sagittarius right now. This person's a very focused person, very fiery. They like to travel a lot. And they could actually have a job where that's allowed, or that's like affordable, or they can have more freedom. They could be sort of an entrepreneur of some kind. They're a creative person too. But their creativity could come out in very different ways. Like sometimes people think of creativity as just like painting or drawing. But no, this person's really creative in a different way. We have the Star, Aquarius energy. And there's the Queen of Pentacles. There's something about your confidence that, again, gets the ball rolling here. Even if you don't feel the confidence, the feigning of the confidence is going to get the ball rolling. And you are the focus of this relationship. Like you could be the Aquarius here. You could also be an Earth energy. You could be a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. But they're talking about you being prioritized. Your safety, your focus being prioritized. This person's a dreamer, or perhaps the divine feminine is the dreamer here. But there's like a dream-like quality to like their focus. They're a dreamer. And perhaps the divine feminine's more of the practical, like you're more practical. You like stick your feet in the ground and you're like, this is how it's going to be. I'm a planner. I'm an executioner. Especially when it comes to your own career. But this person's more of a dreamer, I feel. They're also really speaking about a beautiful healing quality to this connection that you can expect as well. There has been an emphasis on the divine feminine feeling like she has to maintain independence leading up to these opportunities. And this, I feel like, is a collective energy surrounding the divine feminine at this time. She's had to rely on divine masculine qualities within her in order to survive. But moving into this new age, Spirit says that we are now trying to align ourselves with divine masculine energies that allow us to take back our feminine qualities and allow us to be more of a chalice of more, a chalice of more emotions, a chalice of more experiences, so that we don't feel like we're just giving from an empty cup. We have someone who's going to fill our cup up. So there's an emphasis on the collective divine feminine energy and how this is going to heal, give us a new perspective, give us a new emotional goals to reach for. I feel like together, the two of you are going to build something. You could build a business together. It's like you're building something different. Like it feels like they're creative, and with your smarts and your intelligence and your ability to apply tasks and apply effort, like there's something just that you're going to create together. This could be a business. It could be, again, a family unit that's like raised differently than the collective would perhaps raise. So homeschooling, something like that. There's just something about the way that you guys live and the way that you work that isn't like everybody else. It's not typical jobs that you're going to have, or a typical, I feel like he could be an entrepreneur. It's not typical. And because of that, other people might kind of, or you may feel the judgment of other people or the concern of other people. Spirit says, don't worry about that at all. You're going to be just fine. There's a lot of financial independence here, and I feel independence for you. So I feel like the two of you may end up working collaboratively together on some type of business, or even separate side hustles together, but accumulating that together to create a lot of financial abundance. And there's a lot of security and very enviable position between the two of you. This connection between the two of you makes other people jealous. They look at your connection, they look at your attraction, they look at what you've built together, and they get jealous. Here's the Three of Wands, and there's the Nine of Cups. I also feel like because of the independence of your lifestyle, you're going to get to travel more than the typical person. You're going to be able to pursue more of your goals than the typical person. whatever the desires of your heart are when it comes to motherhood, when it comes to abundance in the divine feminine realm, they're talking about fertility for you. They're talking about abundance. They're talking about your dreams and wishes coming true. So don't be afraid to take a deep dive. Again, don't be afraid to take that leap if you have to be the person to take the reins at the beginning of the connection. Don't be afraid to push yourself out of your comfort zone, because there's a lot riding on it. And it's all abundance. Oops. All about your true soulmate, please. You have the Hierophant reversed. I feel like this person has a problem with authority, in a sense that they don't want to work for another person. I feel like they don't work for another person. And the reason why they know they don't want to work for other people is because they have and they didn't like it. So they decided to do something of their own and create something of their own. You have the Seven of Cups. And it's like the way that they kind of live their life, I feel like they've established this before you met them. And so it makes you think outside the box and makes you think about your own goals and your own desires and how you want your life to go. And so it really opens up your eyes to the possibility of your explorations and what you can, like your curiosities are piqued because you see what this person's accomplished in their career realm. Because they influence your career realm very, very heavily, this person. And I will say this, if you have a creative pursuit that you want to apply, they will support you in that. Yeah, there's the Six of Pentacles. There's a beautiful give and take and a beautiful equality to the give and take between the two of you as well. Here's the Nine of Swords. Now, that's not to say that when you step outside of your comfort zone and take inspiration from this divine masculine and apply it to your physical world, apply it to your career, that you won't let worry or old fears or old, ruminations come in and affect that, because you're a worrier perhaps for the divine feminine. There's a worry energy coming in surrounding you in this moment. But they say that this Nine of Swords, because it's present in you, it requires a little bit of mastery, and this is going to give you the opportunity to do so, because you're going to have inspiration here, and you're going to be asked to take advantage of that inspiration and take a leap of faith. This inspiration is not just going to be when the attraction starts. It's going to be the same force that you apply to opportunities, that you apply to ideas that you have that you want to execute in your financial realm. It's like you fuel each other with ideas. It's like a team energy. It's like it's almost like I'm seeing a writing table, to be honest. It's like I'm seeing people sitting around a writing table and writing something together. Now that's just imagery that I have when I'm talking about collaboration, but that could be an actual, like you could be creating something together. We have the Queen of Cups, and we have the World. I do feel like the divine feminine could have goals towards motherhood here, and Spirit says that your desires will be granted. It's like the desires of your heart. The World is here. I do think of the internet sometimes with the World, so there could be a inspiration, or it could begin online in some way, or in the very least it could start with a lot of communication back and forth online, and that's where the divine feminine is going to really have to push herself out of her comfort zone and maybe be the first point of contact. So when you match online, for instance, you might have to match on them first, or you might have to be the first point of contact, but then the ball gets rolling, because there's a very strong mutual attraction that exists here. So the divine feminine here is being shown as a rabbit, like the Page of Wands. And you could perhaps be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but they're encouraging you to make sure that you are acting like this Page of Wands. And even if you're afraid to take that first step, apply that force and do it afraid, because there's so much riding on it, and there's so much success waiting for you. And here's the Empress, and there's the Wheel of Fortune, a turn of events in your favor that belongs to you. That belongs to you, and nothing is being delayed. If you haven't experienced it yet, nothing is being delayed. Everything's happening exactly as it's supposed to. So you may be thinking that it's wishful thinking to hope that I could move into this position. Spirit says, no, you don't need to know how it's going to sort of transpire before you. You just need to be willing to run the race. Be willing to move into that cycle with this person, and be willing to step outside of your comfort zone when you feel called to as well. That's good. Get your soulmate for pile number 3, please. We have here, life is speeding up. This came up in pile 2 as well. So this could be an indicator of change coming in more quickly than you realize in your love realm. We also have here White Raven Spirit, trust in the magic, number 66. And the raven, I always think about a vocalizing bird, somebody who can speak. So they're talking about communication that could open up here. And make your dreams real. You weave your own destiny in this connection. The two of you work together. I feel like it's a very untraditional path towards coin and towards abundance, but you make it work, and you make it work really well for yourselves. And success is assured to you here. I feel like there's a permanency of your love connection. I feel like the two of you will work through the obstacles that you need to work through in order to gain trust, position. I see longevity here. And I just think they want you to know that life here, it says, make your dreams real. You're going to make something with this person, and you're going to literally, it's almost like they are showing me you molding the life that you want, creating the life that you want, because this person makes it look possible when you first meet them and you find out what they're doing and how they're making a living and how they're thriving at it, because they stepped away from the norm. And that just makes you kind of wake up. There's this energy of being alive, of like, oh, well, that's a possibility. It's like I never even assumed that could be a possibility for myself. And it just makes you consider options that you never considered and pathways that you never considered before. And it pays off in a really big way. What can you tell me, please, about their soulmate? We have needle and thread. A sincere wish is granted to you. A sincere wish. And I feel like for motherhood is one of those sincere wishes for someone watching. So please take that as it resonates. We also have here handshake. A meeting with a stranger that could be important. Getting together with friends. It could start as a friendship energy. Could start as a flirtation. We also have here wreath, sorrow over loss, but it's reversed. And honestly, I don't see loss. Like I see nerves, I see worry. I see this anticipation of like worry. It's like, what if I love too much? What if I invest too much of my heart space? What if it gets ripped out from underneath me? We also have here, and that's the fear. That's the wedge, Spirit just said. The wedge that's trying to come between the two of you, or something that you want, will be yourself, will be your own mindset. And your fear of, it's like preemptive worry over losses that haven't happened yet. But it says things will not always be this way. A change is coming. So you may feel like this has been kept from you. You may feel like you have been delayed to achieve this expansion. But Spirit says change is coming. So do not focus on what you don't have. Focus on someone who is coming into your life. Focus on what you want to achieve, because Spirit says we attract what we are. You could be a Taurus, especially with the Divine Feminine we have May being significant, and this could be significant. May could be significant next month for movement in this connection, because they are asking you to prepare for change soon. Because when the 9s show up like this, they're asking us to prepare for the community cards. They're asking us to prepare for that coasting energy into the 10s. And so May could be very significant. It could be significant because your birthday could be coming, but also could be significant overall. Let's get a timeline now to see what Spirit wants to say about that time frame. When are they going to show up in your experience? When are pile 3's people, soulmates, going to show up? Are they going to show up soon for pile number 3? Knight of Swords. Life is speeding up, Spirit says. Be prepared to take that leap of faith now. There could be a spark that's already present or right around the corner. With the Fool, it's asking us for a leap. It's asking us to be loyal to our guides and sort of listen to the notes of intuition. Yeah, they're asking us to prepare. They say 3 months from now. And they're talking about a turn of events in your favor. They're talking about 3 months from now, a precipice of change that's occurring for you to perhaps meet this person or really jump into new beginnings with this person. So they're asking you for your focus in this moment. They're asking you to kind of prepare for that change and start taking baby steps towards the growth that you want to see in the future of this connection. But they are giving about a 3-month time frame before you see things opening up. Now, but there was an emphasis as well on May, and that's just next month. When I recorded this video, it was in April, so there's an emphasis on next month. So about 2 months from now, you may find a change in your situation. And this, of course, is signifying the beginnings of that connection. But let's get some advice, please, for pile number 3, all about their true soulmate. In the Bull, 4 of Swords, be prepared to return to the world, Spirit says. Get ready now, because you may not feel ready, but Spirit says what they're bringing in, you may not feel ready for, but it's what you need in this present moment. We have the 5 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Pentacles can be a real fear of loss, a real fear of kind of putting myself, it's like putting myself under the mercy or to the mercy of another person. It's like there's a fear of that, but Spirit says it's time to return to the world. It's time to put yourself out there in a very vulnerable way. And they say that all of those fear factors that come in when it comes to hesitation, that it's just a lesson that we need to power through. And they're saying it's not coming from source in that moment. It's coming from our ego. We have feel. We come to know the truth by the way that it feels. We have 8 of Pentacles, so there could be a work connection here. But they're also asking us to gain mastery over our feelings. And they say that this environment with your soulmate is going to help you do just that, to help you achieve clarity and fulfillment with the 10 of Cups. We have the letter V, I think of Hierophant, and advancement, victory. We have faith with the cross. So a person of faith, or having faith that love is coming. We have the Siren, it's the dark mermaid, and I do think about, when I think about the black mermaid, I think about darkness, I think about fear, being pulled into fear. We have attraction, and we do have a wrench in our plans, but it's going to empower us when we power through any of the obstacles here. We do have the little owl reverse. I think of the Queen of Swords reverse, so the air elements for the Divine Feminine, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. We have forever, and we do have here the triangle. I think of mountains to overcome, and it came in the reverse, so I feel like there's a lot of loyalty with this person. But I feel like you could be coming from a place where there wasn't a lot of loyalty, which is why you've been so anxious about putting yourself out there, and why perhaps there's a lot of worry associated with putting your effort towards this desire and this wish, because Spirit says wishes can come true in this case. All right, pile 3, this is what I have for you today. I hope it resonates with you. If it does, drop your comment below for a chance to win a free reading with me. Be sure to hit your notification bell if you do so. You can also check out my links for Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to, and that link is below as well. But I hope you come and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day.